chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own. And now you better back down, cause I'm coming for you. 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 And I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back. And now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of always living in the past. I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own. And I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right. And now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, cause I'm coming for you. 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 And I recall it.
Just stop it now.
Guys. Fuck, I had my desktop audio on. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Wait,
what the fuck? Dude, I just hear ding 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 in the background. What the fuck was that? Hey, what's going on, everyone? D&D here. Welcome to T3AR Cast. Today we're going to be talking about the Delor Twitch ban, and we're also going to be talking about the Modern Warfare beta, what we thought of it, and finally everything that went wrong with Season X and how Fortnite can improve. Today we are joined by...
Like, it can't, but yeah. By me, Tier Toasted, the editor for Tier Legion.
And I'm D&D, I'm the owner, so we're here doing a wonderful, lovely little podcast. So
Enjoy the dinosaur.
we are going... Yeah, enjoy our dancing dinosaur. We worked really hard on that.
Anyway, do you want to start up?
Anywho,
You want to start off with
so-
the first question?
What question? Are we doing a question of the day now?
Sure. I mean, first thing we want to talk about, first subject.
Oh, okay. So Delor is a Twitch streamer who was recently banned on Twitch for self-harm. However, many people believe it was an unjust ban, including myself, because the self-harm he did is a normal part of his stream in which he smashes a keyboard over his head. He has no marks or scars from it and is perfectly healthy and fine. Now, Twitch is saying he's endangering himself and putting suicidal ideas into other people's heads and has not unbanned him.
What?
What is your opinion on that?
Oh, how, first of all, Windows update. Second of all, what the fuck? What? No. Well, how is smashing a keyboard on your head fucking self-harm, first of all? And how is that inspiring people to commit suicide? I don't fucking get it. You watch a fucking Twitch streamer smash their keyboard on their head and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking cut my wrist tonight. No. Twitch, you fucking pieces of shit. No.
But we can give cats vodka, but we can't fucking, smash a keyboard on our head. Alright.
Makes no sense.
However, Alinity did do one thing good. I will talk about Alinity briefly, the one who gave a cat vodka. She made a new invention. It's called a catapult.
Rip Alinity's cat. I mean,
Alinity fucking copyright strike us. Come on, bitch.
How dare you, ho.
We fucking dare you. You fucking copyright striked PewDiePie.
Like, Alinity, if you're watching this, I fucking dare you. I wish you would just copyright. Dude, just fucking do.
Fucking.
I was gonna say something, but I better not.
Alrighty. So next up, we're going to be talking about the Modern Warfare beta. So Toasted and I both played it, and we have some thoughts and opinions on it. What did you think of the beta?
Considering I have never really, I never bought a Call of Duty game. That's, my kind of thing. Like, I never bought a Call of Duty game or a Battlefield game. No, I'm lying. I bought Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's the Battlefield game I have. That's the only one I bought. But I've never bought a Call of Duty game. I played, Call of Duty World War II, the open beta for it. And I played a free multiplayer weekend. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. But I never bought it because the Call of Duty games, they never really... The price rarely drops. And it takes a long time for the price to drop, even like $10. So yeah, and I'm kind of broke from upgrading my PC. So yeah. Anyway, I like even though I never really played Call of Duty, I think it was really good, and I can see how people are saying it's a mixture between Battlefield and Call of Duty. I agree, it is, but I don't think it's a bad mix. Like, I think it kind of works. And
I agree. It kind of works. It isn't a bad game by any means. I thought it was fun. But continue your thoughts.
And basically, yeah, it was pretty fun to play. Gunplay wasn't bad. By the way, D&D, we are having some issues with our stream.
Oh shit, what's wrong?
I might have to stop streaming for just a second, but I'll resume. Yeah, I'll resume it. Just give me a second, okay? I'll be right back. Wait. And we're back. We're back. We're back, guys.
Yeah, we apologize. It's a quick technical issue. Um,
We hope
all
you
right,
didn't mind
so
the break.
so basically, we were talking about the Modern Warfare beta. I agree. It is very similar to Call of Duty and Battlefield. The gunplay was good. For me, the biggest issue was honestly the time to kill. You just, like, if you got shot once, you didn't have a chance of winning the gunfight.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I won loads of gunfights even though like someone else shot first. Like it's obviously harder. I can see I can see what you mean. Time to kill is pretty fast. For me, it was never really fast. I don't know why. Even though I like sometimes use the same gun or the same attachments, whatever. I never had the same kind of time to kill as anyone else. I don't know why, but that's just my experience. But I didn't mind it, and I don't think they should really change it.
I think maybe the thing that they could do is lower the damage just slightly, like not to where it's super noticeable, or increase the health just a little bit, because I felt honestly like you were at like 50 to 60 health. I know they said it was 100, but like in gunfight, like the gunfight alpha and the like beta, the 2v2 thing, didn't it seem like it took longer to die in that than it did in the standard multiplayer? Was I the only person that felt that?
No, I didn't. I didn't. No.
Because I know Dream was talking. Me and Tier Dream were talking, and we're like, it feels like we die so much quicker in a multiplayer than we do in gunfight. I don't know. It just seemed like there was more health involved in gunfight than there was in standard multiplayer. I don't know if it was just that I was more used to gunfight because it felt more like Call of Duty, the smaller map and stuff, or if it was that there was a slight health increase. I don't really know what it was, but it felt like gunfight was easier. And this is coming from someone who sucks at gunfight.
Well, I know. I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice anything that you're saying right now. For me, everything seemed fine. Like everything seemed uniform and everything seemed fine. Like the game could have just released like that, and they could they could have put just updates onto it and put some more content onto it, and it would have been fine. Honestly.
I agree. It would have been a fun game had it just released that day. I think it was a pretty polished game. It's honestly the most complete Call of Duty game I've played in ages. I don't really know how many people hated it. I think everyone really enjoyed it. I didn't think I heard any complaints about the game overall. The worst part about it, to be honest, was just that it took so it took so long to get used to after playing Call of Duty with the same movement, same kind of style of gameplay for so long, that the change took a while for me to get used to, but it wasn't a bad change. I think the new gameplay is pretty tight. I like the movement system. I'm not a huge fan of time to kill. I think it's a little too quick, but other people think it's perfect. I don't know. I kind of disagree, but
I mean, D&D,
it's really whatever.
D&D. The thing is with the time to kill, like, even with a sniper, I didn't always one-shot people. So I don't think the players in game have that low of a health bar, or like that low of health, because if you can't one-shot literally every shot with a sniper, the players have a decent amount of health.
True.
And I really didn't one-shot every time. I had loads of times where I hit them like in the chest or in the fucking leg, and it didn't.
And you got a hit marker?
Yeah, just got a hit marker, that's all. and then I fucking headshot
I
you with a
mean,
deagle.
I noticed that too. There were a few times where I got hit markers, and I'm like, that should have been a one bullet kill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, so I agree with you. The deagle was overpowered as fuck.
Dude, a headshot with that thing, you're out. But
Dude, if you fucking get hit in the chest once, sometimes you could be out.
yeah, Diddy, you have to remember a Desert Eagle is a 50 cal weapon.
Yeah, I know. It's a 50 caliber fucking
Yes.
pistol.
Yes, exactly. It
But
doesn't.
bro, that deagle was fun as fuck. Like, let's be honest.
I never really got to play with it.
You didn't? I played with it a ton in multiplayer, and I loved it in gunfight.
I never really played with it much. That's the thing.
It was fun as fuck to use. It was honestly, I don't think you need attachments. So if you're going to be playing multiplayer day one, everybody, just fucking go deagle, no attachments. Unless you want to put like the ACOG side on, that's the only thing that's worth adding to it. Because it's so fucking OP without anything added.
But you can still make it more OP, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Exactly. So why not put?
I saw this one clip of a guy who got like 2 quad feeds back to back with the deagle. What about Ground War? We only played a few rounds of that. What did you think of it?
Well, aside from my PC hating it to fucking death, I didn't think it was a bad mode. Like, I liked it. It was definitely more of a Battlefield style than any of the other parts of the game, even though the other parts of the game were anyway, like a kind of Battlefield style. What I didn't like is that my PC was on fire. That's kinda inconvenient, you know? But otherwise, I thought it was pretty good mode. Like, if they can fix the optimization, which they've talked about, that optimization on the Nvidia cards wasn't quite on par with
Up to par.
on par with AMD cards or whatever. My card was affected, which is a 1050 Ti. I know I don't have a pretty beefy card, but yeah. Anyway, it should. Yeah. I know it should have more FPS. That's all.
Yeah, honestly, I think that if they just make sure that the cards all run smooth, it'll be better on PC. The biggest issue I noticed on PlayStation, I don't know if it was prevalent on PC or Xbox as much, was honestly it took forever to find full games.
Yeah. I mean, actually, no. No, it didn't. Now that I remember, it didn't take me. It took me like, I don't know, 10 seconds, something around that, to find a full game. For me, sometimes. I mean, that's what it took most of the time.
Me, Tier Dream, and Tier Nikiro, we were all playing one night at like midnight US. So you were already asleep. But we were playing, and it took us like 10 minutes to find a round. Because like everyone just kept backing out and joining different lobbies. I think that they need to set it to where it can start up by I think it should start at like 20 players or like 30 players each, and then just keep increasing the game size every time more players look for it. That way you're not waiting like 200 years to fucking start.
Yeah, I agree. Ground Wars was one of those game modes where it was like it took like about fucking 8 years. Like your fucking dad got back from the gas station before that thing loaded up. Like that's kind of fucking time. That's what it took. And yeah, I do agree with you. They should kind of make it less players, so the game just starts faster, and people would join. And then if it's already loaded up and everything, they won't leave. They're only leaving because it takes fucking ages to get a few more players.
Yeah, I remember I was doing a stream on it, and I think I waited like 10 minutes before I could get into a Ground War match, and it just Honestly, the other thing with Ground War I had a horrible issue with was the fucking spawning.
Oh, dude, that was
Did
so...
you have that problem?
Dude, like, it was possible to literally spawn centimeters apart from an enemy. I don't want...
Yeah.
Why?
They need to fix the spawns. But overall, I'd say the game, with only what I've played, which was the alpha and the beta, and from what Toasty's played, I would give it about a 7 out of 10.
7.8. I mean, 7.5.
For me, Spec Ops and Campaign are what's going to make or break the game for me. Like, Campaign had better be fucking good, and Spec Ops better keep me hype.
Yeah. Only that the Spec Ops Survival mode is only gonna be in PlayStation for a whole fucking year, which is the... After a year, like, a Call of Duty game is yearly. There's always a new Call of Duty game. Every year. So, I don't...
Unless they're planning a delay, because actually the developer that normally handles the next game they're not doing it.
Wait,
So
why?
it's either up to because Sledgehammer and Raven weren't getting along, so they basically are helping Treyarch with the game Black Ops 5 or the next Black Ops game, I assume.
Okay.
So I'm kind of worried that it's going to be another Black Ops 4, but I mean, there's no problem if it isn't. I mean, if it's a good ass game, I have no problem buying it, but if it's another Black Ops 4, fuck no. I'm not spending another $250 in supply drops. Fuck you, Treyarch, by the way, for that.
Wait,
but
what? Explain the story.
Okay, so me, Nick Hero, and Dream all play Black Ops 4 a lot. We sink a ton of time into it, like usually about 15 hours a week. Mm-hmm. I think I have maybe 150 hours in the game or something like that. Maybe 250. I don't know. It's a crazy amount. I put way too much time in the game. But there's these things called reserve crates, which are supply drops. So it takes you an hour to earn a supply case, not a crate. A case comes with one item and is non-dupe protected. You, on average, get like 20 duplicates before you get a new item.
Damn.
So I started buying supply drops around the time the DLC weapons came out to try to get them. For 2 drops of it, I think I spent 150 each drop.
Whoa.
Didn't get any of the DLC weapons. And from my reserve cases, I got lucky and got the ballistic knife. And then I got the Locust. That's pretty much the only DLC weapons I've gotten.
Damn.
I mean, it's just so bad. And then they put Mark II weapons in it. So, Treyarch, if you're planning to do that again, you will not be getting sales from me. But...
yeah, and D&D's a huge customer.
yeah, I'm a huge customer. Take up like 8 GameStops.
Exactly.
Anywho, we're going to talk now about the main thing, which is Season X, Fortnite's failure, and why Season 11 could determine the fate of the game. So, Toasty, as a Fortnite player for the wonderful Tier Legion Fortnite team,
Yeah.
what do you think of the game? What do you think of this season? What did you like? What did you hate?
Well, the game itself, I don't like too much. I only play it with D&D because it's kind of like one of the only things we can play, and I anyway need to get help out with clips and stuff because I might as well. And I'm also one of the people who can get the best quality clips because people on console can't really get clips that good of quality. So I might as well help out with getting some clips, but I guess like the brutes were pretty over fucking powered. Like, I never could do anything with the brutes. Somehow, every time I hopped in one with D&D or something, we died. But every time he hopped in one alone, he fucking killed a whole squad or something. Like, it made no sense. Every time I was in one, I died. That's literally how it was. Like, someone could come with a fucking, I don't know, someone could come with a great tactic and kill me in that thing. In seconds, kind of thing. That's what it felt like. So, for me, the brutes were never overpowered, but every time I mean, even when I fought a brute, it wasn't super overpowered. I can normally take a brute down on my own, too. Like, with a scar or something. That's pretty easy, actually. Like, just shoot it repeatedly, obviously, and then build some walls when it shoots rockets at you. It's pretty easy to take a brute down, but the damage it deals, is pretty fucking overpowered.
Yeah, like, I mean, you get like 40 per hit with the shotgun from it, and you can get 8 shots with that. That kills a player if you unload the entire shotgun into it. One arm of missiles one-shots a player. Hell, it can even one-shot them through a box.
Yeah.
I mean, they were very powerful. I'm glad that they've been removed. But for me, the thing that killed it, so Toasty and I play a decent amount of Arena. It's that they had it in the competitive mode. Like, I'd be fine if that was casual only. Because, like, let's be honest, if you're playing pubs, you're not playing them competitively.
Probably.
At least in Arena, you have, like, Siphon, you're going competitive, you're going for kills. When you have something that can one-shot a structure and kill a player before needing to reload, that's too overpowered.
Exactly.
And they tried to counter it with, like, the Junk Rift and stuff. That just made it worse, because the Junk Rift has splash damage on top of an automatic 200 for a direct hit. There's no way to survive that.
Yeah, and I got, like, people just started spamming junk rifts, which got old pretty quick. Like, it got annoying so fucking fast.
Me and you are kind of guilty of that. You remember the one round we just started spamming them at that one player's structure?
Oh my god. And we actually got him in the end. Ugh.
We threw like 8 of them at him.
We legit did. So we are guilty of it, but it's still something, like, I would say the spawn rate should be it should be lower.
I agree.
I know it's already not, like, super high spawn rate for junk rifts, but it still should be lower, so not like one player can get about 8 junk rifts or something. Like,
the other thing that they did that pissed me off was the combat shotgun being removed.
oh yeah, dude, that was my favorite shotgun. Like,
Yeah, Toasty's first game in like Season X, he dropped 9 kills with a combat in Arena.
dude, like in arena trios alone, like D&D and
Your flub have died.
Yeah, you two died, like, at the start. You didn't really kill anyone. You knocked 2 people, but they were rezzed in Zombie Shores. And I just take that legendary fucking combat shotgun and I wreck the whole of Zombie Shores. Walk out there with fucking 8 kills, and then I get another kill when I'm like around Loot Lake, and then I get sniped in the back of the head. Dude.
That was such a triggering round, I'm gonna be honest, because we had no chance to respawn at all. Because literally these guys were sweating out Toasty. There were like 2 teams coming for him.
Yeah. And 2 teams, like, fucking, they were super sweaty, like both teams at the same time, kind of thing. Like, I could have, like, if it was one at a time, I maybe could have taken at least 1 or 2 people out. I don't think I would have taken out, like, both teams, because, like, actually one team was only 2 people, but another team was like 3, obviously. But I think I only would have taken out, like, at most 1 team, but still, like, Jesus fucking Christ, don't fucking swarm me.
Yeah, I agree. They were fucking sweating. Like, their name was Melvin. They were 400 pounds in their mom's basement.
Yeah, tied up. Tied up because lost.
Honestly, though, I thought that Season X was a horrible season. It wasn't as bad as the last one, though. And everyone says it was worse. I disagree. The last season, they fucking volded the pump shotgun forever. And then they decided that they were going. And then they decided to add. What the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? There was a Neo Tilt. Fuck Neo Tilt.
Dude, chill out. What's your beef with Neo Tilted?
It was so bad compared to the original Tilt.
Tilted
It was way too.
So much. Okay, little rant from me, please. Stop. Tilted Town needs to come the fuck back. Tilted Town, I want you. Come back to me. Please.
Toasty loved the no building.
Dude, no building, and then also in like one-shot rounds. Oh, dude, I wiped out the whole of Tilted like multiple times in one shot. Dude, I fucking I mopped the floor with everyone in Tilted in one shot most of the time. That dude, oof. I really want Tilted Town back. Like
Toasty, you were in love with Tilted Town.
That was the only thing that made Fortnite decent for me at the time.
I like Gotham. I think the glider redeploy thing is cool.
Yeah, honestly, they should have some kind of glider redeploy thing in the normal game, like outside of Gotham also. Like, I don't know why they took it out. They used to have it.
It was because no one could shoot them down.
Yes, which is not a bad thing. Shooting down doesn't take any skill.
True.
It would just put more of a skill gap in.
Honestly, it didn't, though, because it was like if a noob player got shot down, they could glide down and then just get instantly lasered.
Yeah, but they'd still die.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, it's a death. It really didn't do anything.
And if you're a really good player, you could have maybe shot him out of the sky somehow if he was like low or something. If you're lucky with your shots, you could have shot him down probably or something. So I think like maybe a limited amount of gliders before you have to use those actual like item gliders maybe or something.
Maybe like 2 to 3 gliders, because it's like if you're on the top of a building that's coming down, it'd be helpful to have that. Or if you gotta like get to the next circle and you built up somewhere, I think it would be helpful to have then. But
yeah, maybe it's just active in the circle, and then like like in the storm, and when you get out of the storm, as soon as you land, it's not active anymore or something.
something like that would be good. However, I am worried for Fortnite because they're taking now a book out of PUBG Mobile's guide and adding bots.
Wait, what?
Yep, PUBG Mobile's adding bots.
I know PUBG Mobile's always had bots.
Not PUBG Mobile. Fortnite is adding bots into public games.
Like literal Fortnite.
Yes, Fortnite.
Not just like for mobile games.
Nope.
Why? PUBG doesn't do this for like their actual game even. They do it for their mobile game. To get like new players interested. Like the thing is, the only players you like really come up against in PUBG Mobile is like for me. And this is like just for me. I don't know how it's for other people, but for me it's like when if I make a new account, I come up against bots for like the next 15 rounds or 20 rounds. Then I rank up enough, and then I just get into hacker territory. And then people just tell me I'm bad because I don't get a win literally every round. Even though I get just one shot with a fucking pistol that can't even do 10 damage. And people tell me I'm fucking bad at the game and I'm bad at everything. Fuck off and die.
Okay.
I'm true.
Well, honestly, for me, as long as Fortnite doesn't, make the bots like, all right, these bots aren't going to be very difficult. They're going to have an automatic RPG that auto locks onto your face. It's going to blow up all your builds if you're near them. Like, as long as they don't make the bots like ridiculously OP,
Yeah, look,
I'm fine with that. And as long as it isn't like you're going up against like an entire like all but one player in a squad is a bot, and then the bot just wrecks you. I
look,
think everything
D&D, as long as
would
it's
be
not the
fucked if
fucking,
they.
as long as it's not the fucking Terminator, I'm fine.
Doesn't just fuck the bullets? Don't just fucking make it stronger. Like you shoot it, it starts gaining health.
The only way to defeat it is, no way. There's literally no way.
You just throw bandages.
Yeah. You have to chuck bandages out of your inventory at it while it's shooting you. A medkit will kill it instantly.
Actually, that would be a fucking fun ass mini mode in it.
Yeah, someone should make that.
Okay, if anyone makes that, send us the island code. We will play it for a video.
Yeah.
But
But no one's watching the stream, so.
True. So, what did you think over? What did you think? What do you think about season 10? Like, if you had to rank it out of the seasons you've played, what would it be, the best or the worst?
I don't really know because I haven't played a lot of seasons. I played like 3 seasons. So.
You played the end of season 8.
Did I? I don't know. I think I played like some of it around season 2, a little bit around season 3, and then I stopped for a bit. I think I played some of season 5, like just a tiny bit or something. I don't know. And then I played I think a tiny, like really minuscule bit of season 9. Like I think if like 3 or 4 games, and then I played, season 10 for all time basically for getting clips.
Did you like season 10 overall? Were there more positives or negatives?
The Brood was one negative. Obviously with season 10, my PC started having more issues with Fortnite, like the launcher, like Epic Games launcher fucked up Fortnite, only Fortnite by the way. Like I could have the Epic Games launcher open on any other game, but with Fortnite, it made the game literally unplayable. And with season 10 also came these startup lags for me. So every time I start up the game, like the first match, I would have horrible fucking lag. Like I couldn't, like the first match I would die like straight away because of my lags. Like I'm not even joking. Like some people say, "Oh, I'm lagging," ooh, but no, I actually am having frame drops to the max. Like sometimes I'm on 1 FPS. I'm not even joking. And
I've had the same issue, and I'm on PlayStation. I think Epic did something to the game itself that just. I think they did something to like the graphics because I heard that they were updating them.
the thing is, no, I didn't notice any update in the graphics, and also it's gone after 1 round basically, for me.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I wonder if it's like a startup lag.
Yes. My friend also has startup lag, but like in PUBG, that's where he has a startup lag, and he has a 1080, dude. Like he has a GTX 1080, not Ti or anything, just normal 1080, which is way more than enough to run PUBG at 1080p. Way more than enough, even at ultra settings. And he has horrible startup lags that are worse than my lags when I ever do have horrible lags in PUBG, and I have a 1050 Ti.
I honestly don't know what the fuck Epic did. I don't know if it's just a startup lag, though, because it's like a crazy big startup lag. Like, it's lagging more than any other game's startup lag. Like, Call of Duty, I normally get like 30 FPS for like 10 minutes. if it's like a blackout match, and then I don't get any if it's public, like standard multiplayer. It
Don't
works
get
just
any
fine.
FPS. You don't
I
get any FPS.
No, I don't get any like glitches or anything like that. I don't know what it is with Fortnite that does it, but it just fucks my whole PS4 up whenever I start it up. I have a PS4 Pro too, so it should have no trouble running it.
Yeah.
Like, I can run Days Gone 60 FPS. I can run Tom Clancy's Wildlands and Breakpoint. There should be no problem with fucking Fortnite.
Exactly, like Fortnite, and even the mobile version of Fortnite is fucked. Like, dude, I have the Xiaomi Poker phone, which, as some people, like, it's not too heard of, like, it's not too known in like Western countries or even like in Europe. I mean, in Germany, definitely not. And like, when also in English-speaking countries, like where English is the first language, it's not really known by most people. It's known most by in those kind of countries by people who surround themselves with phones and tech. And obviously, every time I buy something, I inform myself first. And I bought this phone because it has the at the time, it had the latest Snapdragon 845, but now the latest is the 855, and that was like at $300. That was a good deal. This has the same kind of power. Obviously, not exactly the same because it has less RAM, but it's the same kind of power as the Note 9, which D&D has. I have to play Fortnite Mobile on this on low settings, with the resolution scaling at 80%. To get a stable frame rate. And also, Fortnite Mobile doesn't even allow you to go to 60 FPS, which every other game does on mobile, really. Like every other big game on mobile, like that's a first person or third person shooter, allows you to go to 60 FPS. Because obviously you want 60 FPS in a shooter. That's just what you need, really. Obviously on console, if you play console, like a lot of shooters, or like a decent amount.
45 to 30 FPS,
Exactly,
usually
yeah.
if it's a lower end.
Usually it's locked to 30 on consoles. Like a decent amount of shooters are. And there's more 60 FPS coming to consoles at the moment. But what I'm trying to say is, even Fortnite Mobile is fucked when it comes to optimization. It's literally fucked. And obviously Epic doesn't really care much. They've made so much money off this game. They're just updating it because why not make just a little more? Why do I need to fix the bugs? Like, look
The
at it.
one thing I will say about Fortnite, especially the mobile version, and this is going exactly with what Toasty's saying, is you remember you were trying to connect a controller to it so the controls would be better.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let you do that. You used to be able to do that. You used to be able to hook up a keyboard and mouse to it, no problem. I don't know what the fuck Epic has done, but it has literally made it like impossible to play Fortnite. Like, to play Fortnite well is now like almost impossible.
Yeah, well, look at it from Epic's standpoint. Look how much money they fucking made. Dude, every employee and like every person who worked on Fortnite can basically live out the rest of their days and not have to fucking work again, really, if you think about it. That's how much money they've made. Like, dude, that $1 million prize cash cup, or $3 million prize cash cup for the Fortnite World Championship, that's pennies, dude. They once made $300 million a month, in a single month, dude, from literally people buying skins. That is unheard of.
And that's not even counting Save the World and stuff.
Exactly, that's just a Battle Royale mode. And I don't get this whole Fortnite craze. Why are you buying skins? Why so much? Why not just buy one?
More importantly, why are skins $20 fucking when they have a very similar version in the Battle Pass? That's my beef with the game, and Ninja was talking about this yesterday. Why the fuck are you charging me $20 for a fucking for a fucking reskin of a battle pass skin
Do you
in
know?
a slightly different color.
Do you know the thing is, they're not being dumb. They're smart. They are really fucking smart because they know fucking Fortnite players will suck that shit up. Like it's, they know they'll just buy it. No, nothing. Like they won't ask. They'll just buy it. It's because of the fucking community that says, "Oh, you don't have the new skin. You must suck ass, and your mom's probably fucking sucking dick around the corner just to pay for your house."
I don't get that bit about the Fortnite community. It's so fucking toxic. Like, dude, there's the toxicity of our community in Fortnite is so bad. It's like if you don't have a new skin, people think you're bad. You could be the best player in the world, and you're not spending $800 on skin, you must be trash. I do not understand that at all. Why is the community around a game, which in all honesty is meant for kids, why is it so fucking toxic, bro?
And
Like,
also, it's mostly the kids that are toxic. Anyway, like
exactly.
that's why I never really got into the game. I would have probably played the game more if the community wasn't as toxic as it is, because I have never spent a single cent on Epic Games or on Fortnite, on their launcher or on Fortnite, and I'm not planning on spending a single cent. The only thing I would spend money on is maybe the Outer Worlds if I really want to play that game. Cause dude, that's from Obsidian, my favorite game, one of my favorite game studios, and oh, fuck, man, Obsidian, why are you taking this game away from me? I hate Epic Games, but I also love you. Like I have to make a decision, and obviously, I might go with spending money on Epic, which I really hate to do, because I don't want to support Epic with buying out games. It's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to grow your platform. But
I agree. It's wrong of Epic to really charge anything for it.
yeah, and also like this whole skin thing. The whole skin mentality around Fortnite. No other game has it. I've never, like, never in another game have I seen this kind of mentality with the community.
I have once before.
Where? In which game?
Okay, do you remember in Minecraft Pocket Edition, as soon as people were able to add custom skins?
No.
Well, you were basically able to start adding like skins that were like customizable. Like you could add a skin that had, like you could make any skin you wanted, or download any skin you wanted, put it in Minecraft Pocket. I remember people who like were new to the game, and I got the game pretty late. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't
Same.
start playing Minecraft till pretty late
I mean,
because I wasn't
uh,
interested in it.
I played Minecraft back in the Minecraft Lite days, dude. Like
I played
on
it.
iPhone 4. That's how late, how early I played it. But like no,
I
actual my
played it like late iPhone 6
okay, but
days.
I got Minecraft like I think around 2011. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but it doesn't matter. Sometime around that time. It's when I got the PC version, I think. And but the mobile version, like the full mobile version, I think I only got like a year ago or something. So
Okay,
yeah,
if we're talking about the full mobile version, I got on the iPhone 6. It was my mom's iPhone 6. I remember I remember that basically I went to my friend's house. First time I'd ever played Minecraft too. And they just started roasting the fuck out of me because I didn't have a skin custom made already. And I'm like, I don't even know how to break blocks. How do you expect me to make a custom skin?
so you just downloaded the game and they were roasting you because you didn't have a skin.
I basically downloaded it. I bought it at their house, downloaded it, opened the game, and I just get roasted the fuck out of because I didn't have a custom skin.
What? That how? Wait. Okay, yeah. That's basically fucking Fortnite community for you. That's actually basically Fortnite community.
Actually, they're big Fortnite players now. So.
That's kind of understandable.
So I guess all toxic Minecraft players are the Fortnite players.
Probably actually.
Ninja, when did you stop playing Minecraft?
What do you say, me little shit?
The fuck you just saying to me, you little shit? Now Ninja copyright strike us.
Fucking dare you to, Ninja. Cunt.
Fucking dare you to, Ninja. Honestly though, for me, I think Fortnite just has become so toxic, and the community just they hate everything. Like Epic has made some good changes. They got rid of the building based on ping, which was a stupid idea.
What? Wait, explain that to me.
In season 3 they added it to where turbo building was based on your ping.
What do you
So if
mean?
you had a bad ping, turbo building would be slower.
What?
Yeah.
So basically, people with the worst internet got a worse fucking deal than they already have. Like, isn't it already bad enough that you have bad internet? And Epic just slaps you in the fucking face.
So then Epic reverted it. They basically made it back to season 2 before turbo building, so like you couldn't 90 anymore or anything. That's what people got upset about. They had to revert that. So I think it's back to based on your ping.
What? Oh my. And the thing is, like, some of the community even defends that fucking shit.
Yeah, they defend it by saying, oh, it fixes the skill gap, or, oh, it increases the skill gap. No, it doesn't. If you're getting fucked over because you can't spend $9 million on your internet because you're not FaZe, I mean, it's so stupid. What a horrible decision by Epic Games to do. Another thing they did was okay, you remember when they slowed building down?
Yeah.
That was a good change. Yes, it lowered the skill gap, but it also meant if you wanted a higher skill, you had to get used to a little bit of a new meta. But people are like, oh, you're just making it easier for noobs. It's a lot harder for a noob to spam build all crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be putting down 800 flights of stairs around them, preventing you from hitting them with one bullet. It makes the skill gap a hell of a lot bigger. But people act like it's the worst change ever. It's like the pro community especially has become so toxic. Like Tfue, for example, literally started a whole big Twitter war because he tweeted Fortnite sucks now, then didn't back up any of his statements. And okay, so Ninja commented on it being like, hey, you realize just being negative doesn't help the game. Provide constructive criticism. Talk to Epic directly. You're big enough to where you could make a change. And then Tfue's like, Ninja's always hated me. Wham.
What? Shut the fuck up, Tfue. Tfue my ass.
Tfue, my asshole shut. Now Tfue can copyright strike us.
Yeah, I fucking dare you to, too.
Imagine if we just wake up tomorrow and every single person we've dared to copyright strike us has.
Oh god. I mean, I dare you to still, but don't.
Please don't.
I mean, do it, but don't.
But honestly, I think Epic has made some good decisions this season, but just the way they've like added the Brute especially was horrible to start the season, then them not listening, and then the junk rift and the full auto sniper. I fucking hate that gun.
Full
I
auto
fucking hate the
sniper?
full auto. Yeah, you know the sniper that's like an AR?
Oh. That makes no sense for me.
A sniper should be bolt action or semi-auto.
Yeah.
semi-auto at the quickest.
I mean, it actually didn't it have like an actual sniper scope, not even an ACOG?
Yeah, it was an actual sniper
Yeah,
scope.
like at least make it like an ACOG weapon. Like that. Wait, and also Fortnite should have a first-person mode. Honestly, they really should try to make a first-person mode. Cause dude, I'd play that shit. I'm actually curious to see what Fortnite would look like in first person. I'm actually curious.
Someone did an animation of what it would look like, and it actually would look pretty fucking cool.
And it would look better than fucking third person.
No, what Fortnite needs to do is add an FOV slider. Because someone showed you what Fortnite would look like with a 120 FOV and stuff like that. Bro, it looks so much better. It just looks amazing. Like, you can actually see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Epic just seems to be fucking up.
But also,
I'm kind of worried for the game's future.
Why? It's Fortnite. Why are you worried? Be happy when it's gone, dude. Be happy when it's not a trend anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not a horrible game. Like, as much as people roast it, it's just fun to roast popular games.
Yeah.
It isn't a horrible game. The game isn't awful. It's fun to play. It's decently well designed. I don't think that there's anything inherently bad with it.
Look, it's a decent game. That I'll give it that. But decent doesn't make good. So
yeah, I'm not saying it's the new fucking Minecraft. It's not like a revolutionary game like Minecraft was.
Yeah, obviously not. It didn't really revolutionize anything. Like, I'm not saying it stole all of it, but like, obviously all Battle Royale games stole something from the first kind of Battle Royale, like real Battle Royale. H1, or even the fucking armor mod or whatever. That's what.
Yeah, H1 was the armor mod.
Yeah, it just made into its own game. I know, but that's where basically like a lot of things are stolen from. Not really stolen, but like taken from. So not really anything is original except Fortnite's graphics, like Fortnite's art style. I've never really seen that before. And dude, like when Fortnite Saved the World was I remember I had a fucking magazine because back then my dad bought me a fucking MacBook Air because I didn't know any better. Like I didn't know any better. I was like around 11 or something. So how the fuck was I supposed to know anything? And he bought me a MacBook Air because he was still a Apple fan back then, but I convinced him now. But anyway, he bought me a MacBook Air, and I was looking through like a catalog, seeing what games I could play on Mac, and I saw Fortnite Save the World. Like, it wasn't called Save the World; it was just called Fortnite, I think. And I saw it was on Mac, and I was like, this actually looks cool. It comes out, isn't free like they said. They said it was gonna be free. Didn't come out free. It comes out like $30 or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm not paying that. You said it was free, so no, I'm not paying it. If they said it was gonna be paid like $10 or something, I would have paid that. $30 I don't really have the cash to or anything. But yeah, they basically fucking lied with that, which already got me mad game a bit. But then later on, it's like, oh, Battle Royale, oh, this, that, oh, look, skins, fucking horrible ass community that not everyone hates, but like, horrible ass toxic community that's not fun to be around, and you don't want to be associated with, like, the game is just not good, really. Also, like, a lot of that is
it's not an amazing masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. Like, okay, I'm gonna say something sort of controversial. So
do it.
All right, the Fortnite guy and Denver guy YT, you guys are fucking idiots. They talk like Fortnite is some crazy new idea that Epic came up with. They say that PUBG isn't anywhere close to it. It's a battle royale. It's the similar formula.
Yeah.
It's such a close thing. The only difference really is building an art style.
Yeah, and also, like, a lot of the guns PUBG has, Fortnite has. There's so much crossover. Like, so many guns.
I'm not saying Fortnite ripped off PUBG. I'm not going there.
Like,
but people who defend Fortnite like it's some revolutionary masterpiece, it is not. It's a fundamentally decent, I would even go to say good game. Not a great game, not an amazing game, not a masterpiece. It's nothing crazy. It's not like it's not like, for example, Assassin's Creed wasn't the first open world game, but it was revolutionary because it was dark. It had historical elements to it. It had a fun, engaging story. It was replayable. It looked good for the time. But Fortnite has none of those qualities, and people defend it like it's a masterpiece of a crazy new game.
Yeah. The only reason why they defend it is because there's such a big community around it, and they think, oh yeah, I could get some clout out of this because, oh yeah, everyone loves Fortnite. And it's like, no, not everyone fucking loves Fortnite. No, you're not gonna get clout from saying Fortnite's a good game. It's just not gonna happen. Like, even now, players have played it for a really long time and they have enjoyed it until now and thought it was a really good game until now. Like, they are starting to think, they're starting to get bored, they're starting to get annoyed at the game, they're starting to get annoyed at Epic. And are starting to hop into new games. Like, people who played a little bit of Apex Legends when it came out, but then went straight away back to Fortnite, are starting to play Apex Legends now. Or whatever.
Whatever game.
Yeah.
Honestly, now let's talk about some things Fortnite could do for Season 11, and then we're going to close out the podcast. So, what are some things you think Fortnite could do? 3 things to improve the game for Season 11 and regain the community's interest and trust.
Oof. First of all, I don't know. I would have to think a bit, obviously, to get some really good answers, because if I'm gonna say something like what the game could do better, I better also come up with some good shit. So on the
I have 3 things on my mind. I'll go first.
Yeah.
1, a new map. We've had the same map. You just add a location and take one away and add a new one occasionally. We need a new map. We need something fresh. We need something new.
Exactly.
2, the meta needs to not be noob friendly. It needs to be able to be playable for pro players, for new players, for mediocre players, for people who, for example, if you're playing a competitive game, you don't need a game where the starter pistol can do more damage per second than a shotgun. That's a big problem.
That reminds
me.
Epic me of
Epic
won automatic shotgun, dude. That was so bad. Dude, like,
bro, we could kill people quicker with pistols.
Yeah, if I hit every shot with a pistol, with a grey pistol, it would kill people faster than a fucking green automatic shotgun. Like, what? Like, they're both noob-friendly weapons. I mean, not maybe a pistol, because that's pretty hard. But, like, an automatic shotgun is a noob-friendly weapon. And, yes, it does do...
The rocket launcher is a noob-friendly weapon. The rocket launcher, I think, has a place, because there needs to be explosives in the game. You need to have something to knock down builds quickly, things like that. Those are important. But, for example, in this season, Epic removed all mobility, pretty much. They decreased the speed, they got rid of ATKs or the golf carts. They got rid of pretty much everything but the hoverboard.
Yeah.
We need mobility in a game so that people can counter weapons. Building can't be our only answer. We need to be able to get away and heal. We need to be able to try to drive away. Things like that. Add to the game, add to the meta.
Yeah, like with the planes. I don't know in what season it was.
The 5.
Yeah, like
No, six. It was season 6, The Plains.
planes themselves weren't that bad, honestly. Like there were things they could have added for mobility that would have been better than planes, because I don't think planes really fit into a game like Fortnite particularly well. But something
The thing that they
similar,
could have done
a
was slow
helicopter,
down the machine gun.
dude.
The machine gun was a little too OP
A helicopter
on it.
would be good in Fortnite, I think. Like not a
Hmm.
fast helicopter. It's just a small little, kind of sluggish helicopter. Not
A
super
small little
fast.
helicopter. It goes quick enough, like, to where it's slightly faster than a player, not the speed of a hoverboard, because the hoverboard's quick as fuck. But
Yeah, if you boost.
it needs to be decent enough. It can have like a short boost. Something like that would be helpful in the game.
And it can't go
Epic,
to
you
the.
need to make sure that it's got to have a good balance. You can't just add a helicopter and then everything else is people on the ground. No, add some turrets into the game, something to counter the helicopter.
Yeah,
Everything in the game should have a counter or something that's slightly worse or better than it.
yeah.
That's the next thing, the meta, to help appease the pro players and make sure that the meta of the game is better. So a new map would reinterest people in playing and get a skill gap started again. A new meta would help increase the skill gap and get players to have something to improve on. The
Yeah.
third thing I think they could do is stop the weekly updates.
Oh, those are annoying, dude. So fucking
It's not
annoying.
that they're annoying, it's that they don't have time to think. They don't have time to test things always. You launch, sometimes the new item that you're looking forward to is disabled because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
They need to be able to test things. If they slow it down to like an update every other week, something like that could help. The other thing that they need to do, attached to the slowdown of updates, is they need to follow through on the promise for Save the World. They said it was going to be free 2017, 2018. It's now 2019, almost 2020.
Still not free.
We need to be able to.
It's nearly been
We
three
need to.
years. I've been waiting for this to become free since Fortnite, like since the Battle Royale mode released. I've been waiting for this to become free. Like not actively
I've
waiting,
before.
but like, yeah, even before. Like I told you with the fucking magazine, and they fucking let me down. Epic is just a big fucking letdown all around. That's what they do. That's what they love to do. They love to let people down.
I will say, Epic could fix it if they're able to follow through on what they promise. If they're able to make something new, something fun. Fortnite is a game. I get not taking it seriously. I don't want to treat it every day where I'm Tfue, hopping on every day at 6 in the morning to play 20 plus hours. I don't want to do that ever with any game. Maybe Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is genuinely a good game for me. But they need to realize that people who play for fun, they can still get good with a hard meta. Yes, it takes time, but you shouldn't be giving new players a fucking one-shot impenetrable shield moving vehicle and then remove everything else that could counter it. Removing our mobility, removing everything. Adding locations that's only point is being annoying.
Oh, greasy.
Yeah, exactly. Greasy.
I hate that. I never landed there. Like, and after like second time we landed there, I got annoyed as fuck. Like that was one time we raged at Fortnite, wasn't it, D&D? Like we were trying to get clips.
You raged too. We were trying to get clips.
Yeah, and
We were trying to get
I
clips
normally
on the.
never rage.
We were trying to get clips, and this team, while we're doing the taco dance, comes up behind us. We can't see one because of the field of view. So Epic, please fix that. But the second reason is we're just sitting there trying our hardest to get something done, and Epic just decides to fuck us over and release
The taco.
release
Taco dance.
D&D?
Like, what are you?
D&D, I think your headphones disconnected. Your audio's really crappy.
Sorry,
Okay.
I got a call.
Yeah, keep talking.
Like Epic. Do not add something that isn't tested and isn't ready.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, I don't know why people like Dina, you told me people praised fucking Greasy. How? How? Look, like I was in the middle of a gunfight, and like I was up, I built myself up a bit, and he was like ramping towards me with fucking stairs, and I was like I wasn't too far off killing him, like 3 more shots or something with my AR, and he probably would have died. And I could have gotten those shots pretty easily if it wasn't for the fucking taco dance. Dude, it just started, and I was built up, and he just started building towards me. Or like, not building, but he started running towards me. Like, I wasn't looking, I thought he was still back, back a decent amount. And then, as soon as it stops, he jumps up and one-shots me with a pump. In the face. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, and I was just out for the rest of the day on Fortnite. Like, that was it. The fucking
Dude,
Greasy
my
location.
problem was big problem with Greasy is that it just was it just had no point in being there.
Yeah.
The only point it had was bringing back Greasy. I would have been a hell of a lot happier if instead of a taco dance every time tacos rain, what if maybe your gun starts shooting like healables? Like, at least that would be tolerable. Like, so what if you heal an enemy? As soon as that stops, you're going to be firing bullets again, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah. That would
Or make
actually
it to
be
where
good,
tacos rain and destroy your build. Something like that.
but not harm you, obviously.
You're not harm you. I don't want them to fucking add a predator missile. Or not harm the buildings with loot in them, but make it to where it harms player-built structures.
Yeah, and like if you fall in that location, you also get a glider like in Gotham, obviously, because if you're built up high, then you don't die when your build gets destroyed. But other people on the ground then can shoot you down or something. And that's like the penalty for building up in that location.
There was so much they could have improved. There's so much they could have done to fix it.
Yeah, it's not worth going on about it. Do you want to end the podcast here?
Yeah. Actually, do you have any more changes that you think Epic should make to improve it?
Well, honestly, the whole like snowy part of the map I don't really get, because I don't really go there much, and I don't think a lot of people go there much. Like, D&D, do you think a lot of people go to the fucking snowy part of the map much?
They did when there were planes. That was the only reason to go, because planes spawned super frequently over there.
Exactly, and now no one's really going over there, so I think that's the next change. And also, like, remember that block with all the lava and stuff? Like, the block with lava? Dude, I love that. That should be an actual structure. Like, legit, no joke. That should be, instead of fucking, pressure plant, they should have that fucking structure.
Yeah, something. That's what I'm saying with the new map, is it would add new locations, and it's something fresh. It's something new. I just don't know why they had to add the weirdest fucking meta ever.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, removing our mobility, then sending us into the weirdest map, then giving us locations where the only location I liked, I agree, people hate this location, but I liked Tilted Town. I liked the no building, no breaking.
Dude, I love that too.
I thought that was a fun, interesting mechanic. But what do they add next? Oh, let's add fucking Greasy where you do a taco dance. Oh, let's add Paradise where it's fucking prop hunt.
Yeah.
Let's add Starry Suburbs, where you get a gun out of a star.
Which,
Retail Row, where they add the zombies we all hated.
dude, yeah, Retail Row, I never land there. I hate landing there because the zombies are just too annoying. They fuck up they fuck up your building, they fuck up everything when you're like in a fight with someone. And it's like not even skill based, it's just luck based if you get a fucking horde of zombies after you while you're shooting someone.
Exactly.
And anyway, Battle Royale games are luck based, but that's just too much.
Honestly, I think if Epic wants the community to stick with them, new map, fix the meta, give us some vehicles or some form of mobility.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what it is, as long as we're not moving 2 feet per second.
I agree. I honestly do agree. So
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed our fucking ranty podcast. Next week or 2 weeks from now, we'll have another podcast out, which will be talking specifically about esports news and stuff. It'll be more of our standard podcast. We're going to break it up. Every once in a while, we'll do a specifically themed podcast, and then we'll just do like standard esports news, shit like that. Maybe an interview here or there, whatever. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to let us know down in the comment section below. If you saw this far into the video, in the comments down below, leave hashtag fullgang, and we will not only like and start your comment, but you will be entered into a $10 PlayStation gift card giveaway. And yeah, we'll see y'all later. We hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.